Hi everyone. So for today's class, we're gonna have a review about the writing tips that we have been working with this week. And in order to do this, I would like to first of all share my screen because I have prepared a presentation to explain a little bit more about the effective writing basics. And here it is. I don't know if you can guys see my presentation that I'm sharing. And there it is. Here we have some effective writing basics. This several tips can improve your writing in any medium. It means that you can use it for writing an essay, writing a letter, a formal letter, a personal one, or whatever you are interested in writing on. And I would like to start by defining the five keys that we have prepared for this class, and they are put the reader first, use simple words in short sentences, use jargon only when necessary, write with verbs and nouns, and format to improve readability. And here we're going to start with the key number one, and it says, put the reading first. In order to define this, it is preferable to understand than communication. It's equal to understanding. So every time that we are communicating an idea, that idea is going to be understood by somebody. So it is better to write to express our idea, not to impress. It is not very necessary to decorate our speech or reading speech, and instead of it, it is better to use words that our readers can picture or they can figure it out. It is also important to tie into the reader's experience, or in order to do this, we can use the WIIFM, that it is what's in it for me. It is very important to take into account this WIIFM because we are trying to involve what is the content of our writing to the reader's life in order to make a connection and activate the understanding and at a certain grade the level of interest that the reader has. Then we're going to continue with our key number two, that it is use simple words in short sentences. Here it is. Sometimes we tend to think that it is better to use very complex words or very complex structures, and it is not true, not in all the cases. When we, for example, are writing for something related with academic things or with academic approaches, of course, we're going to be using technical words, but it is very important the to keep our speech precise and concise. So this strategy is to help us to do that. And here we have a very important tip. It is avoid wordy prepositional phrases. What do I mean by wordy? That they have a lot of words. And here I have some examples. I have attached some examples to show you the way in which they are working. For example, in the amount of can be substituted by for. In order to can be substituted by to. Due to the fact that can be replaced by because, and in the event that can be replaced by if, and during the time that can be replaced by both connectors, when and while. Here we continue with the key number three. Use jargon only when necessary. And first I would like to start by defining what is a jargon. The jargon is basically what we in Spanish know as la jerga. Here, for example, in Mexico, or in any country who speaks Spanish, we have some words. In the specific case of Mexico, we have the word hermano to talk about a brother or to make a reference about a brother. But here we have another words such as carnal that we can use to express the same idea. And this is basically the jargon. Esto es la jerga. So it is preferable to avoid the use of jargon in any kind of formal written speech because it's going to be resting seriousness to our ideas. So in case that you, for example, are texting your friend or that you are sending an email or a WhatsApp, okay, you can use jargon, but not with other people, not in academic papers, not in academic essays, not in any formal type of written speech. Okay, so we continue moving on to our key number 4, that it is write with verbs and nouns. Here it is. It is better to use the active voice every time that we are writing something. It is just a common part of correctness, cohesion, and coherence of the written forms in English language. It is preferable to use the active voice, and sometimes it is okay to use passive voice, but it is preferable to keep on the line of active voice because it is making a clear style. Unless we are, for example, I don't know, writing poetry or writing literature, we can use the passive voice, but not for academic research, not for academic essays, or not for any formal thing that we have to hand in. And here it is. Last but not least, we're going to be moving to our key number 5. And it is the format document to improve readability. Here it is. It is important to use lists, charts, tables, indents, bullets, italics, bolds, headings, and subheadings. And as you may know, we have very attached or very familiar with the use of the APA style. And believe it or not, I don't know if you have been wonder what is the main purpose of the APA style. So here it is, the main purpose of it. It is to make readable anything you are reading. So it is the very basic purpose of it is to make it easier, make a paragraph, make a reading, make an essay easier to read. And here we have another aspect that it is the 100-word rule. What do I mean by that? You know that when we are writing essays, for example, in order to have a very complete paragraph, it is necessary to have at least 5 sentences. And in order to make this paragraph more concise, it is better to use the 100-word rule. And the 100-word rule, it is about having only the central ideas in at least 5 sentences of a paragraph without passing the 100 words. It means it is preferable to stand all the ideas in 100 words per paragraph. So in this way, you're going to be avoiding the use of fillers or the use of nonsense thoughts or nonsense ideas, and it's going to make your writing a little bit more understandable. There it is. So I don't know if you guys have any question. In case you have it, it will be good for me if you can communicate by our WhatsApp group or even by the platform chat that we have. And I think for Sunday I'm gonna have ready our last third partial exam because remember that next week it's gonna be our last week of working. It was nice to greet you today, and I hope you have a very, very good weekend. Take care and have fun.